Thank you very much. And to our president, President Maris, who is my Rotary president, and she has done and is doing a fabulous job this year. So let's give another round of applause to our president. And to all of the Rotary. Thank you for the opportunity once again to talk to not just our Rotarians, but our larger community, and to update you on significant developments in the Sandusky City Schools. I'm delighted to have the opportunity to do so, and we are very pleased to be here. We're going to talk today on three large themes around innovation, the innovation initiatives and things that are happening in the district. We're going to update you on the transformation plan and the subsequent work that's occurring there. And then thirdly, we're going to bring you up to speed on our vision and where we're headed over the next several years, and to talk a little bit about how you as leaders and community members can be part of our work and our vision and the things that we're doing here in the Sandusky City School District. Again, thanks to the Rotarians for their ongoing support of not just Sandusky City Schools, but all the schools in our community. And again, thank you for the opportunity to present to you today. We have members of our Board of Education that are present. I'd like to introduce them and have you know who they are. Our Board President, Mr. Jeff Crable, is here. Mr. Crable, stand please. Our Vice President, Mrs. Kate Vargo. Mrs. Bridget Green Churchwell, Board Member. Mrs. Martha Murray, and our immediate past president and board member, Mr. Thomas Patterson. We're also very delighted today to introduce to the Rotary Club and to the larger Sandusky community our new treasurer for the Sandusky City Schools by way of Ashland, Ohio. And we're delighted that Gina Deppert has joined our team. And she'll be here officially on May 1st, but she's here today because she wanted to meet all of you. So Gina, please stand and be recognized. We have some other VIPs that are here today. There are students who attend the Sandusky City Schools that are part of the Superintendent's Executive Leadership Academy. These are students that I meet with once a month, and we have leadership development training and other leadership opportunities for our students, assisted by our high school principal, Dr. Polaris, and assistant principal, Mrs. Tanya Bailey. And those students are here today. They're the ones that are smiling because lunch was really, really good today. So all of the students who are members of the Superintendent's Executive Leadership Academy, would you please stand and be recognized by this group? We have 5 goals that we want to go over for today that we'd like to accomplish in the 22 minutes or so that we have the opportunity to speak to you. First of all, we'd like to give you an update on providing our students with significant opportunities as it relates to innovation and creativity and the work that we're doing there. We want to give them an opportunity to become whatever it is that they want to be when they grow up. We want to update you on innovation. We want to talk about the transformation plan. We want to provide a brief vision for you for where the district is headed and again how you can be helpful. And then ultimately we want to confirm yet again for 2015 that the state of the Sandusky City Schools is strong, that we're moving in the right direction, and with your help and guidance and support we will continue to achieve the great goals that you have for us. I'm sure many of you remember when you were perhaps in grade school or perhaps maybe in middle school or junior high as it was called back then. They asked you a question: what did you want to be when you grow up? No one needs to become alarmed. I'm not going to ask anyone to stand and talk about what you thought you were going to be 40 or 50 years ago. But that's a question that the students in our community, in our district, ask a lot. And so what we've done is we put together a short video that will describe for you the hopes and dreams and aspirations of the students, some of the students in the Sandusky City Schools.
Class of 2015, I decided between Case Western Reserve University and Miami University of Ohio, where I plan to major in mechanical engineering and electrical engineering.
Class of 2015, I am attending the University of South Carolina, where I will major in biology and minor in math. I will then go on to med school to become an anesthesiologist.
I'm part of the class of 2017, and I would like to attend Northwestern University and major in political science.
I'm Waylon Russell, part of the class of 2017. I would like to go to Syracuse University and be an anesthesiologist.
Class of 2018, I plan on becoming an actor, a doctor, or a lawyer, and I plan on going to Ohio State University.
Class of 2018, I plan on becoming a veterinarian and attending Cornell University.
We're part of the class of 2019, and I want to be a pediatrician, and I plan on going to Ohio State.
I want to play basketball at Oregon University.
I'm part of the class of 2020, and I hope to attend Yale University for business and architecture. I would like to design my business management building.
I'm part of the class of 2020. I like to be a veterinarian or marine biologist at UGFD.
I'm in the 6th grade, and when I grow up, I want to be a neurologist, an astrophysicist, or an architect, and go to the University of Toledo or go to some college in Ohio.
And I'm also in 6th grade, and I would like to do something that requires math, like an architect like Elizabeth said, or in finance. I would like to go to college somewhere close to 370 so that way I can be my president.
I'm in 5th grade, and when I grow up, I want to study marine biology. And when I go to college, I want to go to Ohio State University. I'm in 5th grade, and I want to go to culinary school so that I can open up my own bakery someday. I'm a 4th grader. I want to be at ESPN Sports Center, and I want to go to the University of Michigan.
I'm in 4th grade. I want to be an astronaut when I grow up, and I want to go to one of the Ivy Leagues, either Harvard or Yale.
I'm in 3rd grade, and I want to be an art teacher when I grow up.
I am in 3rd grade, and I want to be a scientist when I grow up.
I'm in 2nd grade, and I want to be a firefighter when I grow up. I'm in 2nd grade, and I want to be a principal when I grow up.
I am in 1st grade, and I want to be a soldier when I grow up.
And I am in 1st grade, and I want to be a principal.
I want to be a hunter when I grow up. I want to play judge when I grow up.
I want to be a mom when I grow up.
I want to be a veterinarian when I grow up.
I want to be a football player when I grow up.
I want to be a mom.
I want to be a police officer when I grow up.
I want to be a blue student when I grow up.
Everyone in this room today has an opportunity to assist the young people that you just saw on the screen achieve their dreams, their goals, their aspirations for the future. My talk today, our talk today, is about where we're headed, where we are, where we're headed, and how you can help and assist us with those dreams and aspirations. Sandusky City Schools, for a very long time, has been known for our pride, our tradition, our spirit of excellence. Whether it was in the great football teams of the 1960s or in the work that we are doing today, that tradition and that spirit of excellence and that pride is still alive. I think you can see it in the faces of the students that were on the screen, as well as the young people that are here in our room today. I want to talk a little bit about innovation, and William Pollard said that learning and innovation go hand in hand. The arrogance of success is to think that what you did yesterday will be sufficient for tomorrow. Most school districts across the country spend a lot of time talking about where they've been instead of talking about where we want to go. So today our talk is focused on where we want to go and how innovation is a component of where we're headed. One of the unique, significant elements that we will roll out to the Rotary today and to the larger community is the importance of arts and the importance of music and the importance of students having creative and innovative opportunities to expand both their academic opportunities and to give students a grand chance to explore anything that they want to become. And so today, we want to talk a little bit and correlate for you that there's a lot of research that connects the correlation between students experiencing arts and music and related activity to higher SAT scores, to higher student achievement, to greater connectivity to the school experience. And so one of the things that we want to roll out to the larger community today is to build upon the great music and arts program that we've had in the Sandusky City Schools for many, many decades. If you've never had a chance to hear the a cappella choir or the district's choir or the orchestra, I really encourage you to take the opportunity to listen and be a part of that process because it's still very dynamic and has been dynamic for a very long time. We want to build upon our choir, our orchestra, our band, and we want to share today with the Rotarians and the larger Sandusky community the grand opening of a new innovative initiative at Sandusky High School starting this fall, this August 2015. We will open the Great Lakes Visual and Performing Arts Academy at Sandusky High School. This is perhaps one of the most exciting times for us in the district because we have another grand opportunity to offer significant opportunities to students who are interested in the arts and interested in dance and interested in theater and using those opportunities to grow both academically, socially, and to become productive students and citizens. There will be 4 areas that we will focus on for our new Arts Academy that will be held at Sandusky High School. We'll talk about music appreciation. There will be courses designed in music appreciation, visual arts, and dance, as well as theater. And there's a group that has been working for some time, working feverishly to put together the curriculum, the design, the vision, the concepts of this. And we believe in our district that we can do anything we put our minds to. And so we're so delighted to be able to announce today that the Great Lakes Visual and Fine Arts Performing Academy will open this fall at Sandusky High School. And it will be open to students from not just our district, but students from around the region. Very similar to our Regional Gifted Center, where students are able to and are currently enrolled from around the community. The Arts Academy will also be open to students from the community as well. Dedicated art-based curriculum, unique summer opportunities, and I'm delighted today to introduce the chair of our Great Lakes Arts Academy, and that is Mrs. Rosalind Shepard. Mrs. Shepard, would you stand and be recognized? Roz is a godsend. She is a fabulous art teacher. She'll be on the panel this afternoon for Between the Lines, and so you'll get a chance to hear more details from Mrs. Shepard about the work that she's doing at the high school with the Arts Academy. And there may be members who are actually here today that are part of the Fine Arts Committee, and I see at least one member that's here. If there are other members of the Fine Arts Committee that's here, would you please stand and be recognized? Judy, I know you're on. Anyone else? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So the Arts Academy, folks, is part of our bigger vision around innovation and offering new opportunities for students. Pleased to announce that in the fall as well, we'll be opening our Blue Street University. We announced that a year ago, last March, when we were here for the State of the Schools address. And that program, that process is in place where students will have the opportunity to take up to 60 semester hours of college coursework while in high school and graduate with a high school diploma and an associate's degree. Our project-based learning work is still going on, where we're merging together, changing the process by which students learn, which is more in groups and in project-centered activities, where they'll have an opportunity to expand upon research and to work together in collaborative teams. We're still working very diligently to offer STEAM opportunities for our students. Remember last year we talked about science, technology, engineering. Today we're focusing on the arts and mathematics, which are key elements of content necessary for 60 to 70% of all the jobs in the world will have a STEAM-related component to it. So as you graduate from high school over the next several years and the next several decades, if you don't have a background in science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics, you're about 70% excluded from jobs and career opportunities in the world that we live in. People, though, the people who work in our district, there's about 500 people who work for the Sandusky City Schools. They are the ones, though, that really make the difference in the work that we do. Last year, we hired 65 new employees in the Sandusky City Schools. This year, we're likely to hire somewhere between 30 and 35 new employees for this year. We anticipate over the next 5 years, we will probably hire somewhere between 1/2 and maybe even 3/4 of new faculty and staff members in the Sandusky City Schools. We're cognizant of that, and we want to make sure that the new people that we're bringing in, one, bring the pride, tradition, and excellence of our school district, but also have a passion and commitment to serve the students and families of the Sandusky community. There are other innovative initiatives that are going on in the district. I don't have time to go into great detail about them today, but our Regional Center for Advanced Academic Studies is a dynamic innovation. It's the only full-time gifted program in the city and the county, and one of the few in the state of Ohio that offer this unique full-time gifted programming for students in grades 3 through 6. Students at the 7th grade this year are also continuing in the gifted track. And so if you have students who meet this criteria and you're looking for a full-time service opportunity for them, our regional center will be able to address those needs. And Mrs. Tara Toff, who is our principal and coordinator at the regional center, is here today. Mrs. Toff, would you stand and be recognized by our group? The Sandusky Digital Academy is a full-time online academic program for students who are interested in taking all their coursework online. Our preschool expansion continues to occur in the district, and thanks to the tremendous support from the Dorn Foundation of a couple of years ago that awarded the district $1 million, $500,000 to invest in our gifted program, and $500,000 to invest in preschool and early education. I can't tell you how critical the early years are to a child's development that really sets the stage for success in the school experience. We were one of the few districts in the state of Ohio to receive a innovation grant from the Ohio Department of Education for another $500,000, and there we're focusing on providing global internship opportunities for seniors as part of their senior year experience. Our design is to reshape the last semester of the senior year, where students will be able to travel both internationally and locally in internships. We've been able to hire a coordinator for global experiences. She is now working at Sandusky High School, and I'm very pleased to introduce Erin Kameen. Erin, would you please stand and be recognized? And we're really excited about again, the well-rounded elements of our whole student experience, and we've done some really nice work at the elementary level. Mr. Sean Copley, who is our athletic director, has been able to go out and identify an individual to pay closer attention to the work that's taking place at the elementary level. And during our Between the Lines broadcast this afternoon, you'll be able to hear more details from Mr. Todd Downing, who is our athletic and activities director for our elementary programs, and the significant numbers of increase that we've had that we're experiencing in terms of students participating in athletics and activities at the elementary level. Mr. Todd Downing is here. Stand up, Todd, and be recognized. The transformation plan work is still going on, still a critical component of the work that we're doing. Our college and career readiness dynamic is a very central ingredient to the work that we're doing. So every student who enters our middle school begins to go on a track and think about what their college and career work and design has to be and should be. We have been able to hire an individual recently who is coordinating the college and career experiences at Sandusky High School, and I'm pleased to introduce Dr. Richard Kuntz, who is our college and career readiness coach at Sandusky High School. So we talked a little bit about the things that we're doing right now. We've got innovation taking place. We've got things going on at the elementary level. We've got more students at any time in probably the last 20, 30 years that are involved in elementary after-school programming, whether it's soccer or after-school activities for our younger children as they grow and advance. And we talked about the people that it takes in order to make that occur. We talked about the process that needs to take place. But it also requires a vision and the ability to be able to think beyond where you are currently and where you want to be as an individual, as a school district, or even as a larger community. And so today we close with talking about the core values of our vision. We want to continue to talk about how we care deeply about the work that we do. We don't hire anyone in the Sandusky City Schools who don't have a passion and a commitment for working with our children. And we're working hard to make sure that that process continues and that it's expanded. We want to make sure that every student is prepared to compete in a very evolving and competitive global environment. We want to make sure that the role of technology is expanded for every student in our district. We envision a school district where our students have contemporary 21st century facilities from which they can experience success and compete against students from not just in our area, but across the state, across the country, and indeed across the world. When we talked about earlier in our program about what we wanted to be when we grow up, I have the unique experience of every day living across from the elementary school where our family went to school many, many years ago. There's no greater feeling than waking up in the morning to hear the sounds of buses and parents walking in the neighborhood on their way to the local elementary school. Or the kids who fall in my leaves in the fall of the year when I tell them not to do that. But the experience to be able to know that every day you have the chance to make a difference in the life of a child is really remarkable. And what we ask of you today is to believe in our vision, to embrace our students as a part of the collective work that we want to do in this district and in this community. This community will never be as strong as we want to be, without the support and the embracing of the children of the Sandusky City Schools. And your contribution to that is really significant. We close today by trying to remind you of what it means when we want to do something when we grow up. And I ask you to close. I close with this particular reminder of what that means.
I want to be a blue student when I grow up.
We want everyone to be a blue student when they grow up. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Board of Education and some of the seniors, maybe some juniors as well, are going to be sharing with you some information that we want you to take with you today. There are 3 packets of information that you're going to receive. One is what we call our premium package, which is a marketing and communication piece that highlights all of the things that I talked about earlier in the presentation. The second handout covers what Mrs. Shepard and her team will be doing this fall, which is the opening of our Arts Academy. And the third document is related to Blue Street University, which is our work around offering those unique opportunities to students. So please take that material with you. Thank you again for the opportunity to present. And if there's time for questions, I'll stand for one and certainly be available for you. Thank you very much.
Do we have questions? I do hope that Dr. Sanders will be here after, of course, some additional ones, but in case we do have one, we have probably time for a couple, and then we will close the meeting. just shows what a great presentation it was. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
One thing that we do